Yo, what is up, Plus Ultra family? It is me, Plus Ultraman here for a Saturday night live stream as we usually do. Haven't had one in a little while because I've been really, really busy, but tonight we do get to have one. So that's a little, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to say it. So let me just get my laptop updated so I can read the chat there. Do, 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 do. Oh, I am live. Yeah, okay. Just updated. All right, there we go. So, yeah, we are live this Saturday night, October 19th, 2019. Uh, Whoa, got that. Don't play, don't play, don't play. There we go. No, no. Hold on, Toei. Don't do that to me. All right. Here we go. That'll work. See Zen Lucas drivers in the chat. Xavier, aka Mars. Yours, Asker, something like that. Lord Geljan, Yapri. Sehon Suburhan? I'm gonna call you Sehon. So thank you guys for coming out to the stream tonight. Hopefully we'll have some fun. I gotta find a way to get some music going right now, cause oh wait, here you are. Restart you. Hey Puzzle Man, what's your favorite Teen Titans character and why? Probably Cyborg. I really related to him. He was a football player. He was African American. There were just a lot of things that kind of made me feel like, oh, okay, this is kind of a character that I feel like a connection to on a really like visual level, just because of being African American stuff like that. Then as the series went on and they did the whole arc where he deals with Brother Blood and stuff like that, he was like, oh, I'm already a man. That's when I really began to like Cyborg. Can you do Gon landed in Naruto? Do you mean like Gon from Hunter x Hunter? Because that's not how you spell it. Am I just not gonna have music tonight? Cause well, no, we can just do this. We'll do this. I gotta hold on. I have to be very careful. And there we go. That's why I gotta be very careful. Sorry, guys. Yes, Plus Ultraman streams are extremely unprofessional. That should be good. I really might like to Mind and Raven. Okay. Go here first. So, autocorrect. How am I reading that? What if Naruto turned evil because everyone in the village hated him? It's a possibility because it kind of almost happens in the series when you get with the whole Waterfall of Truth thing. What if Goku and Raditz were born hybrid Saiyans? Somebody else asked me that the other day. I might do it in podcast one day. Autocorrect. Jinx, not mind. Oh, okay. Jinx, not mind. What's up, man? Not too much, God of Goats. How are you? We are just here for our 27 people in the stream, by the way. Thank you guys so much. Please be sure to hit the like button because it helps me a lot out with, or helps me out a lot with doing streaming stuff. And let me go ahead and tweet out the stream, by the way. Share. What if Plus Ultraman was a Saiyan? Probably wouldn't do anything with it, my guy, to be honest. Are you continuing What If Jiraiya adopted Naruto? No, I just posted a community tab post about a new part coming really soon. Just a lie. I have nothing new coming, actually. At all. Nothing new. I didn't want to add, sir. There we go. All right. Turn that down. You guys let me know if this music is a little too loud. I just wanted to fill the spaces of silence in case we have any. We are live for a stream. And by the way, if you guys have not, please go and follow me on Twitter, just so you know, the next video we're going to have will not get a continuation until I hit a certain number of Twitter followers. So you guys are going to go ahead and get a head start on that. Close that out now. Do you think you'll continue What If Zabuza Survive series? Yeah, guys, I don't know how many times I have to say this. There is no series on my channel. I have started nothing. I have started nothing. There's no series on my channel that I do not plan to finish at all. None. It's just that some series are way more popular than the other ones, and it seems like, all right, well, if this video has been out for 3 months and it hasn't even gotten 10,000 views, and this video has been out for a day and it's gotten 10,000 views, obviously I need to focus on that series for now. And then, when it lulls out and it kind of slows down, I'll focus on the other ones. I don't, because I know I've said this all the time. It's just one of those things where it gets annoying to repeat yourself. All right, so like in the JJB, I don't know much about Joker, bro. What if Goku got Ultra Instinct to Cell games? This is stupid. What if Bakugo had a twin brother? LOL. I guess he'd have a twin brother, not a twin brother. What if Bakugo was nicer to Deku? I mean, where the series is now, he's being nicer to Deku, so I don't think it really makes a huge change. You end up in the same spot you are pretty much already. What's up, man? Not too much, go easy. What if Launch was a Saiyan? What if Deku had a crystallization quirk? What if we moved away from what if Deku had scenarios, because they're really, really boring. Do you believe that the humans have the same, if not even more, power than Saiyans in their base form? And what would happen if they wish to become Saiyans? Number one, it's actually on my channel. Number two, it's not a factor of is the base form more powerful than someone else's or not. It's a factor of, are you training in base form or not? We know that. No, you can't suggest music, by the way, because a lot of the stuff you might suggest will probably be copyrighted. So let me actually turn this up because I can't hear anything right now. And getting copyright struck is not really the move for tonight. But yeah, the thing about Saiyans in base form is not about if the base form is stronger or not than the humans, which they probably aren't. They're probably very, very, very much alike. It's the rate at which Saiyans grow because of Zenkai Boost and all their biological kind of advancements that humans don't have, like being on a planet where just out of the gate you're already adjusted to 10 times Earth's gravity. The Zenkai Boost, all these things kind of coalesce to. By the way, my roommate might come home soon, and I'd rather him not have to be on screen for that, and he doesn't have a phone with him. Damn. Yeah, there are certain biological factors that just give Saiyans the edge over humans. But in the what if Saiyans became humans scenario I did, something I thought of is that, okay, well, we're never really seeing how Goku trains for the 3 years for the time skip, for the androids. In that arc, though, there is the manga panel where they show that Goku as a Super Saiyan is training with Gohan and Piccolo. And this makes sense because when Piccolo actually fights Android 20, or Dr. Gero, he's extremely strong to the point where he was already stronger than Gero before he even absorbed some of Krillin's and even his own energy. So Piccolo was extremely strong. So this suggests that he had a very strong training partner, that being a Super Saiyan Goku. That means that we have evidence that Goku was a Super Saiyan while he was training for 3 years, or at least a lot of his spars with Piccolo had to have been in Super Saiyan form. Very recently, Whis had said training in a Super Saiyan form or anything like that is going to reduce your gains because technically you don't have the full strain of your body on. And this makes sense. When Goku goes to King Kai's planet, he takes off his weights to be faster and stuff, but then he's like, okay, I should still put them back on because any training I do will be more beneficial with the weights on. So it's the idea of being unweighted and not unweighted. It's the idea of you training your base form, you're not at a higher point, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for it. Oh, here's a good analogy. So if you've ever had like a stationary bike, okay? These have resistance settings. So say base form is the highest resistance setting and Super Saiyan and up are the lower resistance settings. If you were to do 100 reps on the highest resistance setting, technically you're getting the best bang for your buck. But if you do 100 reps on the lowest one, you're still working out. You're still getting some training and you're going to get stronger. But it'll be way slower than at the highest resistance rating setting. That's the best way I can explain it. Well, if Tien had Krillin's potential, it's arguable that Tien had... No, it's not even arguable. Tien has more potential than Krillin. Krillin has a few things that happen to him in the series that allow him to get the upper edge. One of which being that he doesn't die against the Saiyans and gets to go to Namek and get his power unlocked. But even when he's first introduced, Tien is way stronger than Krillin. And then when you skip forward, he remains as such And then when you get to the Saiyan Saga, he's still stronger than Krillin by a pretty good amount. So Tien has way more potential than Krillin. It would only be a detriment for him if he actually had Krillin's potential, really and truly. Would it make a difference if Roshi was a Saiyan? It depends on how much you want to argue with his mindset changes. I feel like Master Roshi is constantly training in the background. It would make sense because of how strong he's gotten in Super. But it really depends on if he's going to take his training a lot more seriously, which I think he would. Hey, plus Social Man, what if Deku had Rapunzel's magic hair as a quirk? PSR for another what if Deku scenario. I know you find them boring, but I really want to know your opinion on this one. It'd be interesting because Deku has Rapunzel's hair as a quirk. But guys, they are so boring. I don't know how people are still watching them, honestly. As part of why I've been so slow to upload a new part to the General Directs, what if? Because they get so boring so quickly. And no offense to anybody who does them. I know somebody personally who does a lot of them. It's really all he does on his channel. They are so boring to me. I don't know how people are still watching. I really don't know. I mean, Dragon Ball did a really bad job to make writing to make Krillin or Yamcha stronger than Saiyan in base. They never trained in gravity chambers or time chamber, and they didn't even train half as long. Exactly. If, say, Goku and Tien train for the exact same amount of time, which canonically is true. Tien is always training. We know this is something he's always doing is training. If they train for the exact same amount of time, Goku will always get stronger than Tien does because he's a Saiyan and his gains will just be better. It's just biology. Once he heals from any, say, training-related injuries, say he tears a muscle, say he trains so hard that his muscles are just, goop and he's done. Once he heals from that, he gets a Zenkai, he gets stronger. So there's no way the Saiyans and the humans can grow at the same rate, but the humans can grow at a very, very, very high rate if they want to. This is shown because, what's his name? Carthu has a really good video. I suggest you all watch this. That I think it really suggests a very, and by the way, thank you so much, Jacob Poor, for the $2 donation. It really does mean a lot to me, man. Carthu has a really good video that gives a very strong evidence, strong argument that the Saiyans, or the humans, during the 3-year time skip for the androids, at least surpassed Mecha Frieza. One of the things he uses is a few quotes from Piccolo and Tien about if you don't think you'll be able to stand up to these guys who Trunks had said would be stronger than Mecha Frieza, you don't need to come. Everybody arrives to the fight. Beyond that, that adds context to how Tien is able to hold down Cell. That adds context to a myriad of other things. It just makes sense that, yeah. Dango Bangle, song request, Awaken My Master, Synthwave Remake, Astrophysics. I can't play anything with copyrights, you guys. And if it's somebody's like creation on YouTube, it's likely got a copyright on it. Unless you can just like assure me the song is copyright free, I just can't play songs for requests. Thank you so much for the $4 or $5 donation, man. What if Naruto was adopted by Kiba's mom? I did a podcast episode on it. What if Gohan was a fighter? Technically he is. My bad then. Yeah. I mean, the humans didn't train as long with Kami as Goku did, and their training results were a lot better than his. Yeah, but that's because they had training partners. It's explicitly shown that they were training together, and we know that if you have a training partner for your training, you get a lot stronger. Again, point to the evidence of Piccolo and the Android Saga being stronger than a Android 20, who was stronger than he was when he just starts off the fight. Yeah, so we know that having a strong training partner is great for gains in the Dragon Ball world. Classical music then. I'm sure classical music has some type of copyright on it. What if future Gohan survived until the Goku Black arc? He'd survive until the Goku Black arc. Moonlight Sonata third. Zimicus Divers. LOL. I want to know your opinion on Super Saiyan, God, Trunks, and Super Dragon Ball Heroes. The game and the possibilities of half Saiyans getting Super Saiyan God and Dragon Ball Super. I'll tell you what. My opinion on actually how the form looks. Go follow me on Twitter. I literally tweeted about it. Go follow me on Twitter. I'll link the Twitter and you guys need to go follow me on Twitter. The reason I'm asking you guys to follow me on Twitter is because Twitter is a bit better than YouTube is at keeping you guys updated on what like little things I'm doing on the channel. So say, oh, I got to tweet out that hey, won't be able to upload this weekend, so and so and so and so like that. It'll make sure you see that. It'll notify like, hey, Plus Ultra Man said, and you'll see that. With the community tab, a lot of you don't see the community tab posts. It just happens like that, man. Um, Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting my Twitter to share. Twitter.com at Plus Ultraman. Or at. No, it's at Almighty Dev. But I'm gonna share this into the. By the way, Noob Sauce, I just saw that huge donation. Thank you so much. I'm finna read it now, my guy. Excuse me. What if the Z Fighters use a time chamber for the android training, causing Goku to get heart virus earlier, and Kami redoing time chamber to make it like how Dende did? So, all Dende really did was make it so that you had more than 2 days in the chamber, I believe. If this were to happen, Goku would go in, get his heart virus early. They would open it for him, get him out, take him home, put him in bed and have him just kind of run through the virus with the medicine, and he'd go through it while the others go back and train. One thing I don't think would happen is Vegeta training with them. I just feel like Vegeta at this point in time does not like the Z Fighters enough to want to train with them. This would also probably result in Gohan and Piccolo going in together, which they would get strong. Technically, they'd get 1 year of their entire 3 years of training done in 1 day. So they would have a major boost. They wouldn't get as strong as they are at the end of the 3 years, but they get a major boost. And then they still have, say, 2 years and 355 days to, get even more powerful. And then you do this with all the other Z Fighters, and they keep going like that until they get a lot stronger. And if you really want to argue that they could do this, I don't think that Toriyama probably wouldn't let you do this because it's just too overpowered. Beyond that, I think it would be bad for the psyche, but they could just keep going back in if it's fixed like Dende fixed it, so you can use it multiple times. They could go back in every day for the next 3 years. And if they did that, technically a lot of them would be over their Majin Buu Saga power levels because they'd be trained together. They'd be getting years upon years upon years of training. So at that point, they come out so strong, nobody can really pose any threat. They'd be ready to take on threats that are like in the Buu Saga, is what I'm saying. What if Spopovich killed Videl? If Spopovich killed Videl, she'd die. Gohan would have been enraged and probably killed Spopovich, like on the spot. Like Goku probably wouldn't have been able to calm him down. Which means that Gohan doesn't go to get the Senzu Bean. From there, Yamu might try to drain Gohan, but I think Gohan in that mindset is in no mood to like sit there and let him do it. So Yamu probably dies. After that happens, the Supreme Kai's are like, what are we going to do now? We can't track them back to Babidi's ship. They would probably have to explain like what's really going on. And I feel like if they did that, Goku would probably think of something and maybe try and sense out Babidi or his henchmen and try and use instant transmission to get there. If they did that, I don't know if that would be possible because I'm pretty sure that Babidi's ship was hiding everyone's power level. But say Dabura steps outside for a second and he just kind of forgets for like an added second to just suppress himself. That big flare, that's going to kind of be on Goku's radar. In transmission directly on top of him, there you go. Now, Dabura's surprised, just like Kibito was. Kibito and Shin are like, yo, take him out now. I see either Vegeta or Goku taking Dabura out right there, and from there, the rest of Babidi's henchmen just go down really easily. Buu never gets the initial energy from Gohan, which does give him that big boost. So Babidi's henchmen are defeated. Babidi himself is killed. The Kais are like, all right, thanks, and they probably leave. Gohan would go on to likely revive Videl like the same day with Dragon Balls. And from there, well, Goku would likely go back to Otherworld and probably wouldn't return to life. anytime soon, which means he'd be training more in Otherworld. From the Buu Saga to Super is 4 years, so he gets another 4 years of training in Otherworld. Vegeta would be holding on to a lot of anger and repressed. Well, no, I feel like after they defeat Babidi, he would fight Goku and see like he's still way beyond me. I still have way further to go. So he'd start training as well. Goku gets another 4 years of Otherworld training. Other than that, story starts linking up. Gohan doesn't have the ultimate form. That has implications really like further down in the story. But that's about it. That's really all you can really do with that until you start getting into the nitty gritty and going a lot more in depth with it. I missed a lot of people's comments, by the way. What's going on? Taku got Jay, little bro, Jacob Poor. Thank you again for the donation. GTD, but at least made it to the stream. Thank you so much, man, just for coming out. Insane Monster, what if Deku was the Red King from K Project? Why can't we do something different? Hey, what if the Sound 4 were on time and retrieving Sasuke to Orochimaru? Were they late? Hey, Blood Social Man, that's not an I, that's a exclamation mark. How are you? Fine, I hope your what ifs are really great. Also, what if Nail was the one to stay after the fusion on Namek? Honestly, I don't think the story changes anymore. You just get a way more calm Zen Piccolo a lot earlier in the series, I think. I really feel like that's the only change of the series. Also, Nail would probably be able to convince Kami to fuse him instantly. Like, 2 words, and Kami's like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So that would probably be one of the biggest changes. And because it's such a quick consensual fusion, you could argue it'd be a stronger fusion. And if you argue that, I would argue that Nami would go down and probably defeat Cell, really and truly. And after that, goes on to, if he's that strong, goes on to kill 17 and 18, and likely dies fighting against Android 16. But by the time he dies, yeah, because I feel like if it's possible. It's possible if 17 and 18 are killed in front of him, 16 might be like, all right, I'll fight you. I'd argue against it. I feel like 16 only really fought Cell because he was like, okay, this is a bit more dire than it should be. Because he wasn't going to step in when Piccolo was beating up on 17. But that was a really even fight. So it's debatable. But yeah, let's say that Piccolo and 16 fight and Piccolo dies against 16. But then Vegeta and Trunks escape the time, or not escape, but leave the time chamber, go in, they defeat 16 really easily, wait on Goku and Gohan to leave, and then as soon as Goku leaves, Vegeta takes Goku on in a one-on-one fight, and those two duke it out and finally kind of settle their rivalry with a finally like kind of not even, but a real one-on-one fight. From there, the story just goes with Goku never dying, and there's been a lot of what ifs like that. What if Kami was the dominant personality in Kamikolo? Technically, he kind of is. Kamikolo is a much calmer, more at peace version of Piccolo, and that's a lot of Kami's influence. Who has more willpower, Deku or Bakugo? That's such a hard question. It's nearly unquantifiable. If you're talking about pure feats that they've done so far, Deku has endured a hellish onslaught of physical pain. I will say that. And that does show an incredible amount of willpower. At the same time, something I can't... I can reveal it to you. Some of the emotional and characteristic changes that Bakugo has gone through in evolving as a person also show a lot of maturity and willpower, in my opinion. So it's a very debatable question. For now, because he's the main character, I'd give it to Deku, but Bakugo is not to be sneezed at, for sure. What if Tarbell had been a part of Vegeta's crew of Saiyans? I might do it one day. I really might do it one day. I remember one day I actually had notes for that in class, and I stopped at one point. But I might do that one day. What if Frieza was never born and Cooler was canon? You just switch out Cooler with Frieza, and you get a stronger Frieza. Which, if you leave Cooler as his canon power level, then everyone on Namek just dies really easily. Which means, uh, well, if it goes to the same spot where like you get Cooler, being in a first form and second form and stuff like that, he'd be stronger. He'd push the Z fighters a lot harder. But I imagine if you still go through those steps, the Z fighters can still get the Namekians revived and sent to Earth with Piccolo, which means Kami is alive and you can use the Dragon Balls from there. Which means if Goku dies on Namek, he just gets wished back and likely trains for a year and goes to fight Cooler again. So, of the old movies, Broly, Cooler, Slug, etc., which is your favorite in all Dragon Ball movies? Which is your favorite? Your Twitter is great. Thanks so much, Xavier. My favorite of the older movies. Damn, that's hard. Fusion Reborn will always hold a very special place in my heart. At the same time, the first Broly movie, as stupid as it is, gets a lot of points just from nostalgia. Love the Slug movie. Love the Cooler movie. I'm going to go with the safe pick and say that my favorite older movie is still Fusion Reborn. The favorite overall is probably Battle of the Gods. I have Battle of Gods literally with me right now. I watch Battle of Gods all the time. I love Battle of Gods. Is Goku... Wait, what if Luffy replaced Deku as the main character of My Hero? I'm pretty sure somebody's done it before. Is Goku from your if he went to Namek stronger than canon Super Saiyan Blue plus Kyle Kengo? Yes, a lot. A lot stronger because he's been training with Broly for a very long time, meaning he's growing with Broly. He's going to be growing at a very fast rate because we see that he grows to levels of Super Saiyan Blue and beyond when he's just training with Paragus on Vampa. So yeah, no, he's way stronger than just canon Goku. Fam, what if Hitoshi Shinso was in Class 1A instead of Minoru Mineta? He would probably, light spoiler for the manga, it's been teased in the anime already that something's going on with Shinso, so you guys should know that something's going to happen to him, but spoiler for the manga, light spoiler for the manga. If you don't want to hear it, I would suggest you click off the stream for about the next 5 minutes, come back after that if you just don't want a very light spoiler for the manga. So I'll give you guys like the next 10 seconds. What if All For One actually died? So will Namek Goku be able to take on full power Jiren? Hey, it doesn't matter because the story's over. Thank you for putting out content. I know school is rough and I hope you use this to help clear your mind a little. I do. Content creation, when it's not as draining as it can be really, really cathartic and really just calming. Like the other week when I was just working on the finisher for the Namek and Goku story, I remember just feeling like really, really good. Like, oh my God, this is finally coming together. And watching the finished product, that felt good. That felt really, really good. So yeah, I've given you guys a few minutes for the light spoiler. You guys don't want a light spoiler again, click off for a little bit. But yeah, light spoiler for the manga concerning Jay the Average Fan. But by the way, thank you, Jay, for being a supporter on Patreon. I just put the connection together. But yeah, Shinso is actually taken under the wing of 26 people. That means like 8. Well, no. 6 people dropped off. So I guess the rest of you do want to hear this. Shinso is picked up by Aizawa as pretty much an apprentice. And this is kind of foreshadowed in the anime really recently at the end of season 3, where he walks by Class 1A. And I think either Kaminari or Sero say, it looks like he's bulked up a lot. And he has. He's actually drawn in the manga as a lot more physically. His shoulders are a bit more back and his arms are a bit more full. And what this is foreshadowing that when Aizawa in season 2 or at the sports festival is saying it's really messed up that this kid has such a powerful quirk, yet because of how biased the entrance exam is, he was never going to be able to get into a hero course study. So from that, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to take this kid under my wing because he has, number one, the heart, the desire, and the potential to be a really good hero. It's just that UA is kind of sleeping on him, literally sleeping on him. So he picks him up as his student. So I think in that scenario, that happens a lot earlier because Aizawa would probably still see him as kind of a kindred spirit. He's very quiet. He's very conserved. He's very logical. He's very straightforward. I feel like they would still be very bonded in that. And he'd probably just see the kids, all right, I'm going to take you under my wing. Just like All Might is taking Midori under his wing. Just like Endeavor is going to take Todoroki under his wing. Same thing. It's just a pretty much permanent internship, basically. Bro, not going to lie, that Namekian Goku What If is S tier. Great conclusion to a great What If. Thank you so much. That is why I wanted to end there. That's why I don't want to do anything else with it. If we're talking manga spoilers now, does my boy Ojiro get more of a spotlight later? I'm not going to say anything concrete. All of Class 1A and Class 1B get a single arc in the manga so far where they all truly shine a lot. And I cannot wait. This is the second most anticipated arc of the manga I am ready to see animated right now. The other one is the one that comes directly after this one. But yeah, there is an arc in the manga where Class 1A and Class 1B both get to shine a lot. You guys need to read My Hero Academia so bad. I get it. I used to be just like you. I can't find manga. Dog, get a $2 a month subscription to Viz. You're set. You guys need to read My Hero. You really do. Oh, man. It is such a good manga. Is Final Valley Naruto and Sasuke from part 1 Jonin level? I'd say no. I'd say Kakashi could probably beat both of them really easily. Kakashi because he can suppress the Nine Tails chakra, and Sasuke because he's still just all around stronger, I think. Then again, that's ranking him against Kakashi. Really low level Jonin, like Anko, probably couldn't beat either one of them. Really, like she's a Tokubetsu or whatever it's called, Jonin. Really low level Jonin, probably couldn't beat either one of them. What if Deku had full counter from them? What if My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Super had a crossover? What would happen? The My Hero characters would be completely irrelevant to any threat that kind of like challenges the Dragon Ball world. Maybe some of the heroes try and learn from Goku. Like maybe Deku wants to go learn from Goku. That's about all I can really see happening. I'm sure there is one. No, there is one. There's a crossover manga because Black Sea had covered it a little while ago. Wish I knew the name of it. Wish I could, you know what? No, let me try and support fan manga authors right now. Let me be a good person. MHAX Dragon Ball. What if Naruto had chakra chains like Kushina and Karin? I might do a podcast what if for it. Yeah, I might do a podcast what if for it. It might be the next podcast what if I do. Guys, put some Naruto what ifs in the latest podcast episode 16. Haven't gotten a ton. I saw one the other weekend that I kind of want to do. That's what if Naruto was adopted by Zabuza. Because Zabuza is probably my favorite Dragon Ball character. Or not Dragon Ball, but Naruto character. But I've already got like an actual main series Zabuza What If on my channel, so I don't really want to do that just in case. Oh, that's a cute picture. No, there is one, right? There's a... Because Blackscape covered it, dog. Don't do this to me. I know there's a... What if Zabuza took Kimaru in as well as Haku? That'd also be a really cool one to do. Put them in the podcast, guys. You have a very good chance of getting them done now. The Dragon Ball and My Hero crossover. Fan manga. What if Deku trained under Roshi? What if Madara somehow, maybe a different stone tablet from... What? Knew the plot of Black Zetsu? He'd probably flip it on him to where Kaguya can never, like, come out of the woodworks and double cross him. Which means that Madara just ends up getting to be the final villain of the series, which I think is a good little ending point. Yeah, okay, here we go. I knew Blackscape covered this. Noob Sauce with a $5 donation. Already did a $15. Thank you so much, man. You are going ham tonight. Let me read this in depth. So, out of the What If community, I think you tell the best stories. Moscow X has higher quality through editing, but I choose to donate to you over them. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, Moscow does have better quality. I'd say he doesn't have heavily edited videos, to be fair, but I'd say he definitely has better quality. He also knows a lot more because remember he's worked alongside Team 4 Star, who are master editors. Jeff Legendary, what's going on, man? Folks, what if Naruto got shark skin when he fought Kisame? So what if Naruto was able to steal Samehada? That's kind of cool. Because I could do a really cool. I know exactly how you do it. When Kisame and Itachi attack Naruto in the hotel, Naruto tries to pull on the Nine Tails chakra, and Kisame cuts through it. You can just change it to where, just like with Samehada liking B's chakra, just say like, oh, it likes Naruto's chakra, and it just kind of like scoots over and just pulls out of Zabuza's hand and into his. That'd actually be a really cool what if. Put in the podcast, man. I might do it. What if Jiraiya had perfected Sage Mode in his youth? It's kind of interesting. I feel like it's more of a one shot. What if Ino was born male? She'd be born male. She would not fight over Sasuke. Probably take her training a lot more seriously. Her or him, Shikamaru and Cho would still be teamed up because Ino Chikacho. And if the personality changes a lot more, I could see Ino, or the male Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji being childhood friends. Which they are, but like a lot closer to where Choji and Shikamaru aren't the ones who are just like best friends, you know? What if Fu was in the Chunin exams at the same time as Naruto and Gaara? I read a really good fan fiction one time that did that. That could be kind of interesting. I like to see that. I might do that. I don't know enough about Fu. I don't know enough about like her actual backstory, but I might. That'd be a really cool what if to do on the podcast. What is currently your favorite video game to play? I've been going back and playing the Naruto Ninja Storm series because some friends of mine are trying to get me into metal. Some of you guys probably know about me. I am very open to all types of music, and I try and listen to a lot of music. Just metal has never really been my thing. First time I really experienced metal and liked it, I was playing, I think, the Ten Tails boss fight, where you're like, you're playing as the Nine Tails and the Eight Tails in Storm 4, and I forget the song, but the song and the gameplay matched up so well. And I was like, oh, okay, metal is actually really, really hype. So that's when I like first really got into metal. In fact, last night I was playing it, and my friend was playing, or I was playing Black Sabbath, and my friend and I were like watching the game. Posted that on my Twitter. You guys should go and check it out. Oh, that was again unprofessional. These streams are unprofessional, bro. What if Naruto was born with his mother's red, beautiful hair? I think if that happened, his personality might be more like Minato's. And he might have a strong connection to his mother's side of the family, which could mean the chakra chains. Universal make mistake, with $10. Guys, the donations are crazy tonight. This is definitely a stream record for donations. I really do appreciate it. And we have 31 people in the stream and 31 likes on it. Thank you guys so much. If you are one of the 31 who have, I gotta stop moving because I keep like cutting my face off. If you're one of the 31 who has not liked stream yet, please go ahead and do so. What if Naruto lived in the MHA universe? I think either Masked Man or what's his name are doing that, but I'd go check them out. I'm not interested in crossovers, to be honest. What if Hinata was placed against Sasuke in the preliminaries? Sasuke didn't have access to chakra. Hinata is likely a better taijutsu specialist than Yori. I could honestly give that fight to Hinata. I really could. She's got the Byakugan. ready. She doesn't have to sell off his chakra, but like, say she hits a like spot on his arm that just like messes up one of his arms. Yeah, he's gone, dog. I think Hinata could really win that fight, and unless Neji is jeering her like boo, you can't do this like from the stands, her confidence isn't going to like fade. And Naruto would probably be like, oh snap, do I root for Hinata or Sasuke? And then he'd be like, you know what? Both of you do your best. And if she hears that, she's going all out. So yeah, I feel like Hinata could win that fight. Yeah, I think Hinata could win that fight. Really and truly I do. Well, who has the highest battle IQ in 1A? Battle IQ? Likely Todoroki. Todoroki is a brilliant tactician. He was coming up with moves in his fight against Deku to where Deku was like, yo, he is almost perfect. His instincts, his speed, his power, his plans. He is like, this is insane. So yeah, out of everyone, Todoroki might be like the overall smartest in the class in terms of just like coming with a plan mid-battle. Bakugo is really good at that. Deku isn't bad at that. I think he takes a little more time to just sit there and kind of consider everything. But I think Todoroki is the quickest to think of strategy. Definitely. What if we're back in time with Boruto and Sasuke and met Itachi? I don't know enough about what's happening in Boruto right now. What if Jiraiya trained Naruto in Sage Mode during the time scan? Naruto would probably have at least a unmastered Sage Mode, or they both have mastered their Sage Mode by then, making Naruto extremely powerful. Now, I would argue if that Naruto goes up against, what's his name? Deidara. While Deidara's trying to run away and stuff, Naruto catches him really easily and just beats him. Well, no. Yeah, if they don't get called in too early, then Guard still has Shukaku ripped out of him. But yeah, Deidara could get defeated by Naruto and Kakashi working together, with Naruto having Sage Mode. The fight with Sasori probably goes very, very similar. From there, they go to Tenchi Bridge and confront Sasuke. Sage Mode Naruto versus Time Skip Sasuke. I think Sasuke loses. I think Sasuke loses. Cause say he does still cut the Nine Tails chakra off, right? I can still pull on the nature energy around me. You're in deep doo doo, you know? Yeah, I think either Sasuke. No. Sasuke might not lose, but Sasuke is in a bad position considering he's fighting Naruto, and then you have Sakura, Sai, and Yamato with him. They aren't matches for Sasuke, but I mean, interference is interference. It's stuff you have to worry about, stuff you have to consider. So it'd be a good fight. Sasuke might be convinced to be like, yo, what is this? How did you learn this? And he hears about Sage Mode. He might not return to the village with everybody, but he might be like, Orochimaru, what is Sage Mode? Teach me Sage Mode. This idiot can do it. I got to be able to do it, right? So I see Orochimaru to that being like, all right, let's go to Riichi Cave. And taking Sasuke to the cave to meet the Snake Sage and be like, all right, he wants to learn Sage Mode. I know I couldn't do it, but maybe he can. And I feel like Sasuke takes the time to sit there and learn Sage Mode. And that way, Orochimaru might kind of like try and do it himself and perfect his Sage Mode, even though he couldn't do it first. So you might have either imperfect Sage Mode Sasuke or Orochimaru. You might have a lot of backfall from that. That could be a really interesting story. What if Obito lived at the end of the war and into Boruto? What would his life be like by the time of the Boruto series? If his body holds out and he's able to kind of recover and be at full strength, he can become the sixth Hokage. I think if that happens, Kakashi be like, all right, well, if you want to be six, you can be six, man. And he'd let him do it. From there, I imagine that his life would be a lot like Kakashi's, just the two have each other. And they're not as lonely, but they're still really, really lonely. That's about it, though. What's going on, R-Man 090 or 009? 0009. Do you think Tournament Goku, when he fought Jackie Chun, could beat Muscular in MHA? It's hard to scale that, honestly. That Goku doesn't have a ton of feats or quantifiable feats that I could do, but anything past that, I think Goku has a really good chance against Muscular. Muscular is like ground level. No, he tanks an attack that was as strong as All Might, so Muscular's strong. I'm not great at power scaling, so I wouldn't know. Or the Uchiha didn't get slaughtered and adopted Naruto. But, well, I guess Sasuke's mother could. It's been done so many times at this point, though. When's Naruto adopted by Jiraiya Part 6 Act 2 coming out? At some point. Hey, what's going on? Not too much, man. Just say weekly stream. By the way, guys, I am actually in the middle of editing. I just wanted to do a quick stream to make sure that we didn't have a week where I just didn't do anything with you guys. So, stream at very successful stream. I'm going to cut this off. Well, no, you guys are doing really well. Here's what I might do. I might turn this into an editing stream. Now, here's the thing with that. Last time I tried this, I didn't talk enough, and it was just like you guys kind of watching me. Going to try it again. And what I'll do is I will make a mental note to just try and talk to you guys as much as possible. What do you think would happen? What do you think would have won in a fight, overall or Shigaraki? Current Shigaraki. Full power overhaul. Any version of Shigaraki before the current Shigaraki, probably still overhaul. That said, Shigaraki has shown before the current spot the manga is in, and definitely now that he is incredibly fast and strong. Like, Shigaraki is extremely fast and strong. It is so downplayed how fast he is. In the What If Deku was trained by Stain Part 7, people were like, yo, doesn't Shigaraki seems really fast? I'm like, no, Shigaraki is incredibly fast. He is able to react to All Might and be like, oh, he has gotten slower. Dog, like, no. Shigaraki is incredibly fast. And there's more things he's done lately that are just too big a spoiler. But yeah, Shigaraki is incredibly fast. So unless Overhaul has something to deal with that, he's going to have to keep healing himself from Shigaraki's decay. It'd be a good fight. It'd be a really good fight. I would love to see that fight. Kind of sad we didn't see that fight. What if Shino was born female? Would it change the story in any way? I feel like Shino's gender doesn't impact anything about him, really and truly. Because let's look at it this way. If Shino was born female, I think she would still be raised to be extremely logical, extremely cunning, extremely, measured and calculated. But I feel like that's all that the normal male Shino is, So maybe you give this female Shino better chakra control. Great. Shino can just siphon people's chakra off and give it back to himself. So I don't think it changes anything at all. I really don't think it changes anything. What, Obito never died? Yeah, he died, dog. What if Shino was... Wait, I heard of that. Who would win out of Big Three of UA? Rephrase that question. What if Naruto fought Shikamaru in the preliminary rounds? I feel like he wouldn't allow himself to get knocked out as easily as Ken does. I feel like he would get caught by Shikamaru's shadow. At the same time, I feel like Naruto, through just pure brute strength and determination, would be able to force Shikamaru to let him go. And then Shikamaru's like, all right, if you can do that, I'm giving up. And he just gives up. That's really how I see that happening. What if Obito never died? We just talked about it. What if Karin was in Team 7? She had to be a Leaf Ninja. What if Tsunade inherited wood style from Hashirama? I think... No, nobody's done that before. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what would really happen. She'd be way stronger. And it's arguable that she wouldn't focus as much on medical ninjutsu. Transpacific 2 in their true positions. Yeah, okay, let's draw that now. Who would win out of Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku? Currently, try not to spoil you guys for the manga. Current Deku is strong. Check back with me when this current arc ends, because they literally are going into a training arc right now. Was that Zabuza versus Hidan? I give it to Hidan. I give it to Hidan really easily. Unless Zabuza is fighting Hidan by himself, there's a few ways he can take it. I think like hidden miss jutsu and then just keep chopping Hidan until he's just like a few chunks on the ground and you're done. Yeah, I think he could take it then. I think it also matters when this fight takes place. If, say, this is in a universe where Zabuza lives and just kind of leaves and maybe goes and does some training and he's stronger, then yeah, he could definitely put up a better fight. Any other situation, though, I think Hidan takes it really easily because as soon as he gets any of your blood and he just starts using his ritual, you're pretty much done for. Though, that's another cool thing that could happen. Maybe Hidan could try and do the ritual and draw the circle on the ground, and Zabuza covers the ground in water and washes it away. Stuff like that. He'd have to be really, really technical and tactical, and he had to know how Hidan's powers work beforehand, though. That's the only way I really give it to him. Who would win, Sage Naruto or 5 Kage Summit Sasuke? I think 5 Kage Summit Sasuke. The Mangekyo was really, really powerful, and didn't Naruto canonically loot? Wait, no. Is that just in Storm 3, which has a lot of non-canonical stuff? I'll probably still give it to Summit Sasuke. Well, yeah, I'll probably still give it to Summit Sasuke. Goku versus One Punch Man. Depends on how you view the term gag character. Of all MHA Pro heroes, except for All Might, who'd win in a Battle Royale type war? Endeavor has shown really recently that he is extremely powerful. To an extent where, like, yeah, he deserves the title number 2 hero. Aizawa makes a really inaccurate now, comment about, like, yeah, out of all the heroes, he's the closest to being the new number 2. Or, yeah, he's the closest to being the new number 1. That includes the pros, talking about Mirio Tagada. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true considering what we just seen about Endeavor. Endeavor is incredibly strong. What if Obito and Kakashi were descendants of Indra and Ashura? They aren't? If they were, I feel like Obito would have never went along with Madara's plan. In fact, I feel like once Madara actually dies, Obito would have been like, all right, I'm gone. I'm done. This isn't what I'm about, dog. And it's arguable whether or not Zetsu lets him leave. I think Zetsu probably wouldn't let him leave and probably kills him, but then he's out of subjects to really continue his plan with, so stuff just kind of sits dead for a while. What if Minato and thus Naruto was a descendant of Tobirama? They could likely have Senju DNA and Uzumaki DNA, which is going to make them extremely powerful. Maybe would release. Then, well, no, because Naruto already has some ties to the Senju being half Uzumaki. But yeah, those ties are even stronger now. That said, that's kind of weird. I'd probably have to give Naruto a different mother. That's kind of, because if he's a descendant of Hashirama, and Kushina is a descendant of Hashirama's wife, that don't work, bro. That's... what if Don survived the Second Ninja War? He and Tsunade likely would have gotten married. Don would have probably kept training until he could become the 4th Hokage before Minato does, because he's already older than Minato, which means that he would hand off the title to Minato, like Minato be the 5th Hokage. And it's possible that in the battle against Orochimaru, I'm not sure how close Dan or Don was to the signing, other than Tsunade. Say they're all friends. He goes with Jiraiya to fight Orochimaru. Kage level Don and Sage Mode Jiraiya versus Orochimaru. I think they could win that. So Orochimaru could die really early on in that scenario. Hey, Plus what if Sasuke was in Team 8 instead of Kiba? So he replaces Kiba, and Kiba replaces Sasuke's spot on his team. He'd probably like Shino a lot, because Shino is actually incredibly strong. He would probably like Hinata a lot, because she's not fawning over him, and they both have visual Kekkei Genkai, so that'd be something they can kind of train together with. What if Naruto was raised by Danzo? Maybe someday. Who is your personal favorite MHA, Dragon Ball Z, and Naruto character? My favorite My Hero character is probably Bakugo. My favorite Dragon Ball Z character, or Dragon Ball character in general, is probably Piccolo. It is Piccolo. There's no probably about it. And my favorite Naruto character is Kakashi. What if the Uzumaki clan ever disbanded? I don't know enough about the Uzumaki clan, to be honest. What if Midori was the most intelligent person in MHA from the get-go? Still sounds like a what if Deku had a quirk video, honestly. Alright, so now I'm going to start editing again. I'm going to try and be as talkative as possible. I really am. How raised Naruto after his parents were killed? What if Vegeta let Kui join him and Kui actually turned good, becoming a Z fighter? It's debatable on how much you think Kui can get stronger. Or how much stronger you think Kui can get. Tobirama sent you with a $2 donation. What if Tobirama had more screen time? Tobirama deserves more screen time. I think if they did that, hopefully it would elaborate more on his hatred towards the Uchiha and not justify it, but probably try and make it a lot more, Jiraiya versus Itachi and Kisame at the same time, lose really easily. Individually, against Itachi, I think he loses really easily. Against Jiraiya, or against Kisame, that's a different story. Depends on a lot of variables, but I could see both of them taking the fight in different situations. What if Deku had Deadpool's abilities? What if people got sick of what if Deku had the powers of scenarios like I am? I don't know how you guys are still wanting these. What if the truth of the Uchiha massacre became public knowledge? Sasuke would likely hate the village really, really early on. He'd probably want to go find Itachi. Itachi would be viewed as a hero by the entire village. Stuff like that. I really wouldn't know what to tell you, though. What if Naruto was a girl and was trained by Anko? That's two different scenarios. What if Jiraiya was the fourth Hokage? What if Naruto befriended Kurama for the time skip? I'm thinking about what if Kurama became good early. Won't be up for a while, though, because Naruto... Why do I... Wait, what? Hold on, let me... Because, like... Too much of my face is just cut off. Oh, there's another time crunch. My phone is also dying. What are you editing right now? This is why I asked you guys to follow me on Twitter and pay attention to the community tab. I will not answer that question because those two that question is answered in the community tab and on Twitter. So follow and check regularly. How would the story change if Orochimaru took Sasuke or Itachi's body? Hold on, really quick. I'm gonna grab my charger. And what if? Hold on. And now I'm gonna flip the phone very quickly to this side. Then, very carefully, I'm going to reach over here, unplug this, plug you into my Xbox. Behind that, come here while grabbing it very carefully and plug that in so it's charging. Awesome. So now the stream won't end prematurely because my phone dies. Anyway, missed a few questions there. Sorry, guys. Still waiting on something to appear on my phone because I can't read the chat anymore. How would you handle an arc where all the Jinchuriki meet? Oh, I'd love that. It'd be an organized meeting by Killer Bee. That's how I would set it up. I would have Killer Bee like try and organize some type of meeting between the Jinchuriki. Maybe say he's very passionate about teaching Jinchuriki, and he hears about the Akatsuki really early on. He's like, all right, I can't like allow these people to hurt the Jinchuriki. Finds all of them. You have to deal with like Han, who is like canonically like really hateful towards humans, or normal people, humans. It'd be a really fun arc. I'd love that. He'd meet Naruto really early on, and I feel like Naruto would be the only like person other than Yukito who is happy to be there. Like, oh, this is really cool. I'm meeting other people like me. I'm seeing like other people who are like me. He'd see Han, who's like what he and Gaara would have been if they just kept on the same path. So he and Gaara kind of bond over that, and kind of he, Gaara, Yukito, and Killer Bee are like the ones who are like, hey guys, we should probably like organize and make sure we're like okay and stuff like that. I think Fu canonically isn't too nice of a person. Oh no, that she was like she had a really bad treatment in her village. I know that. I think. Han was treated like a weapon, I'm pretty sure. Roshi, I don't remember. Somebody suggested a Fu what if. What if Fu was introduced in the Chunin exams with Gaara and Naruto? I really like that idea. There's one fan fiction I read before that does that. I think it was by my favorite author, Kenichi 618. I think. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. What if Haku was a Jinchuriki? Ooh, kind of interesting. What if Frieza was the god of destruction? He'd be god of destruction. What if the Hokage framed Orochimaru for the Uchiha massacre? Wow, I like that. That's actually really interesting. What if Vegeta let Kui join him and Kui actually turned good, becoming a Z fighter? I'm sorry, New Sauce. I keep missing that, man. Recomment it. Excuse me. What if Hashirama sacrifices himself and stops Tobirama from killing Izuna to prevent the first war? What would that change in Madara? That's my real question. If you can make your own anime trope, every anime was required to do what? If I can make my own anime trope, it would be that all fan service needs to be justifiable. I get it. I get why it's there. It's just like, hey, her panties are on the screen right now because of an actual plot-relevant reason, not just to be there, you know? When it happens, I'm like, all right, that's happening. But I'm not always like, you know? I've grown out of it to where it's like, yeah, okay. And him doing fusion dance and Boo, by the way, you deserve the donations. Thanks, man. Yeah, it depends on how powerful you think Kui can get. I'd argue he can get really, really strong because it's very likely he never trained it in his life, and he was already at a power level of 18,000. So he likely has a lot of potential. From there, it's really just a matter of inserting him into the story. Kid Naruto. What if Naruto kept Zabuza's sword after he died? Zabuza what ifs always have a good chance of getting put in the Plus Ultra podcast. Be sure to put it in there, man. Move the layer down. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to make some custom. Ain't no big. All right, why is Bakugo your favorite character? Oh, I love this question. So Bakugo is my favorite character because Bakugo has room to grow. Bakugo is a piece of human garbage when the series first starts, and I love that. Characters should not be perfect when the series, or characters should not be perfect at all. People are flawed. The characters we emulate ourselves after should also be flawed, in my opinion. One of the things that Bakugo first does, like when he's first introduced, is literally tell one of his classmates to kill themselves. I don't know about you guys, but I've actually experienced teen suicide in my life. That is an unforgivable thing to do. And it does not ever really get to a point where it's like, yeah, okay, but I forgive him for saying it. Like, no, it never gets like, no, Bakugo's still kind of a dick. But you can tell it's also the fact that he's a kid. He is a high school kid. And I don't know if you guys know this, but almost all high school kids are dicks. And then you grow up and you realize, oh, wow, I was a dick in high school. And you stop being that way. That's how a lot of life is. That's how a lot of growing up is. It's reflecting on how you used to act and being like, wow, why did I do that? And changing from there. Oh, you're home. I'm streaming to my friend. My roommate just got home. Sorry, that just dropped my entire train of thought. Yeah, but wait, to share with you now. Yeah, let me read something else. What if Gohan kept training? It's been done so many times. As a high schooler, I completely agree. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I have met some people in my high school. I met some people who were some of the most mature human beings I've ever met in my life. To this day, I don't think I'm mature as they were yet. Like, people who just could take the BS of life in high school and roll with it in the most masterful way. And it was so cool to see. But yeah, I mean, that's just something Bakugo clearly has to grow out of, and he's doing so. Very, very rapidly, he's doing so. And it's not a change in character that's like, oh, this is just so he's like now. I hope you guys can't hear the toilet flushing. I'm so sorry. Can you close that door real quick? Hey, Bolson Man, what if Guy Sensei was in charge of Team 7 instead of Kakashi? I've done what if Naruto was on Team Guy. The same scenario with Guy doesn't really work because Kakashi's team was set up very, very strictly. It was very rigid in how they set it up. It was meant to be how it is, you know? No, this should be a good one here. Find something else to talk about. Do you like Super or GT? Me, all the way GT. I like parts of GT and I like parts of Super. I think Super has a lot more. No, I think they both have a lot wrong with them. But yeah, I don't think either one deserves a massive amount of hate because Super at some point does get decent. Super gets to where it's like, all right, I can tolerate you. Never gets amazing. I don't think it ever gets amazing. I don't think, as a whole, Super ever gets amazing. There's a point in GT when I think GT gets amazing. But it's only a few arcs, so it's never as a whole again. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that. Low battery, which you're charging. Do you think Todoroki was forced to learn how to play piano like all TV show rich children who are expected to be perfect? I think it would be funny. There's no way Endeavor would have given him the time to pick up some type of, what's it called? Fine art. His whole thing was like, you gotta be able to like, surpass me, dog. So we're finna train really, really hard. I think it's unlikely. I don't know if they've shown Todoroki playing the piano in the manga, though. That might be what happened. I feel like most of the fighters in the Frieza Force have a ton of potential. I'm not sure if they train much or even at all. It's very likely they don't. When Frieza is revived in Resurrection F, he treats the idea of training as a very alien subject, as something like it's very rare in his circle. You're the best YouTuber. Keep it up, man. Make your channel go. Plus Ultra now lend him subscribers. Yeah, do that. Please do that. We actually hit 27.5 today. I think we might be 28 probably by the middle of next week or the end of next week, which is going to be really cool. What if Tarbo grew up with Goku? See you later, Carl. And Blades Gaming says, sup. What's going on, man? Kid. Let me write, dog. Come on. Kid. Auto. Toe. Wait. Toe. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to have to doctor this a lot. I don't want to do a lot of edits, but I'm just going to have to because he doesn't look angry enough here. I want him to look really, really fierce. What's your opinion on the Land of Waves arc of Naruto? Near perfect. Near perfect. To this day, still one of my favorite arcs of any series I've ever seen in my life. But, again, really biased. Naruto is a really nostalgic series for me. And that's where it starts, man. I'm reading My Hero Academia manga, and oh boy, this is hype. Thank you so much, Cole Rainwater. You guys, jump on the manga. Read the manga. The manga is so good. The manga is so good. Oh, God, the manga is so good. To expand, wait, hold on. What if Hit had been born in Universe 6? Hit wasn't born in Universe 6? To expand the Jinchuriki, what if they found out about the Ten Tails and Kaguya? Maybe they try and prevent it early. It's hard to say, really. If Itachi finds out Orochimaru took Sasuke's body, how does he react? Real quick, I gotta make sure my phone is still charging. If Itachi finds out, he's going to kill Orochimaru. Like his next move is find Orochimaru and kill him. No matter what. Like that's the very next thing he's doing is finding Orochimaru and slaughtering him. I can assure you of that. Other than that, I feel like this is pretty much perfect. This can work. Other than that, I'm not really sure what would happen then. All right. You guys are doing really good on participation for this stream. We've maintained a really steady flow. What if Naruto was taken to another village as a child? Yeah, that's kind of why I want to do some other what ifs. Like, I'm probably doing them in the podcast before I do them anywhere else. But yeah, there are some what ifs I kind of want to do where that's kind of the situation. Would you rather have guys and Lee's 8 Gates / Night Guy or the Sharingan? Sharingan has more practical uses. What if Asuma was in charge of Team 8 instead of Kurai? It'd be really cool to see Kiba using the Fang over Fang and maybe like learning how to like channel its chakra into his nails to make like chakra knives out of his nails and seeing like a blue Fang over Fang. That'd be kind of cool. He'd improve their teamwork a lot. He'd probably help Kiba with some like pure strength training. Other than that, really don't know what would happen. Or what would really change from it. Kid Naruto. We're going to take this face and try and put it onto this other face. Did you know that there are a lot of tracks of Naruto that were never released? Did not know that, but the OST is very good, so can't be bad. They can't be bad tracks. But if All Might's injury became common knowledge when he was injured in the original fight, there'd be way more villains. There'd be way more crime just all the time. This is going to be a very, very slick edit. I can already tell. All right, so first things first, we're going to wipe this off. And let's go ahead and make an extra layer, just in case we mess something up. Sorry, I was drawing something. Yeah, here we go. There we go. I'm gonna erase all your little features here, buddy. You don't need them. Now we're gonna take you and we're gonna cut your face off like the Joker, buddy. Somebody say something in chat right now so I can read it. Who's more useless, Sakura or Yamcha? Definitely Sakura. Yamcha has actually been useful. But I think the whole Sakura is useless thing is kind of overplayed. I don't think it's as true as people think it is. What if the Namekians were evil? Interesting. Very interesting in my opinion, actually. Now we're gonna take this, copy, paste, move layer up. How is this gonna look? Move layer up again. Free transform, rotate. I do smell that particular scent. That's too small. Oh, I can do that. Okay, hold on. So we'll do that. Then, now you don't have a chin. Okay, hold on. We'll fix that. Well, if Itachi never got sick, he probably wouldn't die. Probably would have gone on to kind of like try and teach Sasuke some stuff. Hold on. Can I? It's probably as small as I can get it and still have it look somewhat normal. Even that does look normal. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta have to cut it off here. Boop. And then come here. You should read the Boruto manga. It's lit. It's probably alright. I'll probably pick it up at some point. I just haven't been gung ho about it because I know the anime probably doesn't reflect on the manga very well. I know that, but it's just one of those things. Now we're gonna cut your mouth off, and I'm going to try and make this look as natural as possible. Cut. There we go. And then we're gonna come here and cut this. There we go. This is actually coming together. Cut that. My personal thought is that I could read it. I'm sorry. What if Gohan didn't defeat Cell? If Gohan didn't defeat Cell, we would have all died. There you go. Paste. Delete all that actual flesh color there. That way we can move you around how you want to. Sakura is still useless. I disagree still. It's one of those memes that has gone like way too far, and now it seems like gospel, but it's not like actually that serious. It's not that true. Hold on, I know what we can do. Let's new layer. We'll clean you up a little more. Oh, give me the black, dog. There we go. Black everything out. No, go on. One sec. Boop boop. All right, hold on. Boop boop. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. And we'll black everything out. There we go. Then we'll drop it down. There we go. And now we can clean it up. All right. Getting off. Sorry, guys. I know it's probably not as interesting now that I'm editing. If you guys want to go feel free. I will not hold it against you. I'm gonna try and keep remembering to. Hey, plus, have you read the Seven Deadly Sins manga? I have not. I do kind of want to pick it up though. What if Future Trunks died instead of Future Gohan? That's been done before, I think. What if Danzo's involvement in the Uchiha massacre, including implanting the Sharingan in his arm, is exposed in part one? I really don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know a lot about what really happened there. No, not you. I want to cut this part, Chief. Come on. There we go. This is coming together. What if Naruto and Sasuke were friends as little kids? Could be interesting. First, let's go ahead and make this fully transparent, like, fully oblique. Then we'll shrink this down. No. Is that you getting home? Is that what that is? That you about to open the? That's you about to open the door. Yeah, my roommate's coming in. All right, there we go. Yeah, he's here. All right, now we gotta shrink this a little bit. Akira Toriyama missed it. Nick's home.
For real?
Yeah.
Will you be joining us tonight?
Likely. Epic roommate. Are you an epic roommate?
I think I'm pretty mid-tier.
He's mid-tier. He's not that good.
I ain't the worst.
He's not worse. Sorry for asking a shipping question, but what is your personal favorite ship in Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia, and Naruto? And what is your least favorite of each? Of Dragon Ball. No, don't move your face. Of Dragon Ball, probably Goku and Chi-Chi because of how it gets treated later on in the series. Really early on in Dragon Ball, it was a very good relationship, I think. And then, I don't know what Toriyama did with it, but it got to where it was like, it's kind of abusive on Chi-Chi's part. And that's really weird. But my favorite out of all of them is probably Vegeta and Bulma, just because that relationship actually does evolve a lot. In Naruto, it's probably Tamari and Shikamaru, because Hinata has always been kind of boring to me. I feel like one of her defining traits is I like Naruto, and that's cool, but it gets a little like, all right, let's do something different. Beyond that, so yeah, for Dragon Ball, Vegeta and Bulma. For Naruto, Tamari and Kankuro. Kid. And for My Hero, is that what we were doing? I really like, again, this is a light spoiler, but this will be revealed really, really soon in the anime. Like, extremely soon. But I hope that Mina and Kirishima get together. Because they have a past together. That's all I'm saying. But I hope they end up together. They actually have a shared past. Okay, now we got to come in here, and it does look kind of janky. It does, but hopefully it won't be on screen too long. Trunks would get hide. Do you know? Nope, we're not doing that. What if Goku and All Might fused? They'd be strong. Akira Toriyama does design characters for a game called Dragon Warrior Monsters. It is pretty cool. Oh, good. Okay, we're not doing that. Eight. White. Boop. Boop. Wait, no. All right, copy that layer style, and then clear that layer style, because we still have to get something else to do. All right, duplicate layer. And then saturation. Increase saturation. Oh no, don't do anything yet. Somebody say something so I can read chat. Darian Anthony, what's up? What if Goku died against King Piccolo? He died against King Piccolo. And the series kind of ends there until Raditz arrives. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. What if Kami could unlock potential? Maybe unlocking Goku's at the end of Dragon Ball. Eh. Hold on, I messed that up. No. Looked away for a single second and I messed it all up. Can't believe it. You know what, Naruto? We'll just make everything the same color, bro. It's might as well just. No, hold on. Increase the tolerance. No, decrease it actually. 20. Ah. No, yeah, okay, hold on. You never mentioned your least favorite My Hero. Oh, least favorite. For My Hero, least favorite. Probably a lot of people ship Yaoyorozu and Todoroki. I feel like it's a little vain because it's like, what chemistry do they really have? You know, that's my only problem with it, is that I feel like those two don't have a ton of chemistry. Okay, now I got to come in here and cut all this off you guys because you aren't going to be blue. Let's get a little closer. Missed a comment just now. Cut. What if Kakashi was born female? The relationship between she and Obito in this scenario could be very, very similar to the relationship I proposed in the What If Sasuke was born female, though, where I felt like the female Sasuke would have been willing to kind of reach out to Naruto and try and be friends. I don't think Kakashi would have done that. They seem very different to me, even though they are supposed to be like completely, similar characters. I feel like that mindset that Kakashi had was a bit different than Sasuke's mindset. But it's very minute ways. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Cut that. Cut it. What if Nappa /Raditz/Raditz never died? Both became good. Sounds kind of boring. Or it sounds like it's been done before, which we know it has. Hello, dude. What's going on, nerdy boy? If Bakugo had a girl, he'd be screaming at her constantly. Okay. I can't do that right this minute. Whoa, my phone died. How did my phone die while it's charging?